Hey folks, welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at question 31, next permutation. This solution has three main steps. So let's walk through the steps by looking at an example. So we have an example 547521 right here. And the first step is to identify the first digit from the right that does not follow the increasing order. So we start from the right and we keep coming 1, 2, 5, 7, and then we come across 4, which does not follow the increasing order. So we know that's the digit we have to swap out. But we need to identify which digit to swap it out with. To do that, we will again traverse from the right and try to figure out which is the first greatest digit that is greater than 4. And when you do that again, you have 5 as the answer, so you flip them out. So you have 5, 5, 7, 4, 2, 1. And in the end, what you need to do is, since it's the next permutation, you need to make sure that all of the digits that are swapped out, everything after that should be sorted from min to max. That is what will give us the next permutation. So I hope that makes sense. To make the solution, the video shorter, I decided to pre-write this method. So let's quickly understand what they are doing. So we have a swap method right here that takes an array, takes I and j, and just swaps out the digits, which we will be using in step 2 when we identify which number to swap it out with. And then we have a reversal of the array, which we will use in the third step, where we have to sort it out. We are taking the array, the integers between which we have to reverse it, and while I is less than j, you need to swap. We will use swapping, the method that we saw earlier, to arrange them the way we want. So those are the helper methods. So let's look at the solution itself. Let's get the size of the array first, and then let's initialize I to be equal n minus 2. And we will tackle the first step first, which is a while loop. Right, so while I is greater than or equal to 0 and nums of I is greater than or equal to nums of I plus 1, you need to keep decrementing I. So what this thing is saying right here is that, hey, if the number that you're seeing here, which is like 4, if it is greater than the number that you see here, which is 2, you just keep decrementing, because we still haven't found the digit to swap it out with. So once the while loop is done, there are two conditions. You either come to the end of the array to the left, or you actually stop somewhere in the middle. So you need to check for both conditions. So the place where we have to compute the next digit that we have to swap it out with, you need to check if I is greater than or equal to 0. If I is greater than or equal to 0, you will do some computation. If not, you would just swap. You would just reverse the array. So reverse. Yeah, that's the name of the helper method, and I would be I plus 1, and then j would be n minus 1. So that will take care of, if the array was 3, 2, 1, this would take care of the entire solution. But if it's something like 1, 2, 3, you need to do additional computation. So we'll have a for loop here. Let's say for int, since we're starting from left again, we'll initialize j to be n minus 1. And j has to be greater than I. You decrement j. And you have a for loop right here. So if nums of j is greater than nums of I, we need to swap it out. And nums I and j, and then you break out of that loop. Okay, so this takes care of input 1. So let's quickly run this and see if everything is okay. The first test compiles and passes. everything else passes as well. Alright, so that is the solution. Let me know if you have any questions for the solution in the comments below. I know it's a little tricky, but it comes with a lot of practice, and looking at more examples definitely helps you have a concrete idea about the solution itself. So please do look at some examples and try to do it yourself manually. If there are any questions, please let me know in the comments below. If there are any questions on LeetCode that you would like me to solve, please also let me know in the comments below. That would make me really happy. I would be more than happy to make videos for you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. See you all in the next video. Peace.